Hello everyone, this is Sado here, and I'm here about to stream the first game of the 4 vs 4 tournament. So I'm pretty excited. You can see almost all the players here already. As you can see in the chat, they started banning the maps already. So R.A3 will pick the locks, so R.A1 will ban the last map. The first map banned was the Final Frontier, the second was Hatefuls, I think they wanted to get Simca's replacement, but since Weekend is here, they can actually play in the intended squad. So far they banned 2 maps. Kinda bad communication in that team, I guess. Seems like maybe they told him on Facebook actually. Maybe he just saw the stream. I don't know. Anyway, you can see Weekend will play. That's pretty interesting to see all German team in the tournament. I didn't actually expect this to happen. There's not a lot of German players around. Never was, to be honest. Even if one of the best players all time, Pizza is good, that was his nickname. I'd like to give a shout out to him in case he's listening, even if I doubt it. Anyway, you can see they're starting soon. just need a minute or two. Sort out some stuff here. Apologize for the Facebook sounds. I'll sort it out in a second. Okay, seems like next map. Sorry for not following the discussion for a while, but next map that was banned was Eruption, if I saw correctly. Eruption 8P, of course, because this is a 8P tournament. It was banned from the R.A1 side. So TFF, Hateful's Eruption, Richland, the 4th map, 5th one, Nibenai, 6th one, Justice. So Kill says they play Island Gold. So let me look up what was the last map to be banned. I think it was... I think New Horizon was the last one to be banned then. Indeed. Okay, so now to those that don't understand how the banning system works, there are 8 maps in the tournament, and the team with lower number, like the lower basket, if you saw the drawing here on Twitch, you should know that there were 3 baskets. So first basket was for theoretically best teams, second for slightly worse, and third for the worst ones, at least on paper. So R.A3 was from the third basket, and R.A1 was from the first. So R.A3 started banning the maps first, and then so they banned one map, then R.A1 banned another, and so on until there are 2 maps left. And then the last map was banned by R.A1 because the worst basket team has a choice. They can ban the last map or they can pick the locks, and they said they want to pick the locations. So that's why Kiddo's team banned New Horizon, and this so they decided to play Island Gold. And now Harry chooses the left side for his team, which is no surprise given how strange the locks on the right are, especially 6 and 5 are pretty tricky to play. Seems like Mercenary is at location 5 and Dr. Bolt on location 6. Shady and Kill locations 3 and 4. Their left side still picking, but it seems like Weekend will go for 7. 2 is for King of the Hill, not sure. Probably yeah. Maybe he switches back. Hardy took location 1, and this leaves location 8 for Stotch. Just like I said before, this is a team with 4 German players, and the right side, if I remember correctly, it's just like the flags show us. So Boldy is from Belarus, and the other 3 guys are from the Russian Federation. I'm just hoping everything will be fine today and nothing wrong happens. I'm pretty sure my settings are fine, but in case there's something wrong, tell me as quick as possible. And remember that there's a 30 minutes delay. That's to prevent cheating, watching the stream while playing. This is not something we'd like to see, you know. Okay.
Channel switched.
Just waiting for them. Oh, so I think I'll take a 2-minute break and I'll be back here soon. Since we're waiting anyway, and King of the Hill gone smoking as well. So stay tuned. I think they should start in about 5 minutes. Okay guys, I'm here again, and we're still waiting. Players still not ready. Still waiting for 2 more players. King of the Hill and Weekend. And I guess we should start shortly. There we go. So they have just begun. So to say something again about the teams, the left side has King of the Hill, Harry, Butterstotch and Weekend, also known as Wochenende, while on the right side you can see Shady, Kirill. I'm not gonna pronounce this. Okay, give me a second. I will try. Kirelareus. Oh, not too bad. I hope. Bolt and Mercenary. The left side team is called R.A3 and the right side is called R.A1. So both are clan teams, both from the same clan. So this is a game where only one of two RA teams can win. Only Group C has such a situation with two teams from the same clan. I'm not quite sure what speed is played here. I think it's 1.5, but it's a bit laggy for whatever reason. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 1.5, but trying to find the cause. Speaking about the chances of the teams here, at least on paper, the right side should be better. The right side team was in the first basket of the drawing, and probably rightfully so. RA3 was in the third basket, so you know, at least on paper, it seems like the R.A1 team should win. And I think the players from this team are indeed quite good. Uh, pretty pretty similar level of all the players here. The ball is playing on quite a tricky location. There's probably only one way people play it usually. Most of the buildings somewhere here or on the top, while making most of the wood production on the bottom. Only cutting down those trees. Yeah, you can see that's what he's about to do. But yeah, as I said, this location is pretty annoying. The iron mine is here, so it's nowhere near the iron there, and it's a bit far away. No matter how you build it, you could try something like this, like going here a bit later on to make one of the iron buildings at the bottom. It's not the worst idea, but your city has to be planned accordingly. Of course, the coal here on the top is not unlimited, so you have to mind that while making your city. Mercenary is playing alongside Bolt, and his luck is pretty annoying as well. The gold, for example, it's kinda bad, and the iron is quite far away, and it's not exactly on the way. You know, like you can't really make many buildings along the way to the iron. I mean, at least in a way that makes sense. You can make some farms, of course, but generally the layout of this city is gonna be ridiculous no matter how you build it. And yeah, this gold is also pretty annoying here. You have to go here only for gold and for maybe for some wood as well, but then there's quite a long way, and it's on the edge of this city. Uh, so it's gonna work pretty well, but it could be a bit better, you know. It's a bit annoying to play this log in general. This lock is a bit different than the two on the bottom. There's plenty of space here, and so you can put quite many farms, quite a lot of woodcutters as well. I just need a minute, sorry about the silence, guys.
Channel switched.
Okay, I'm here again, sorry for the break. Just checking if I don't have any problems. Okay. Okay, hopefully this works well. So let's continue. Shady here on the top block. It's another strange lock, to be honest. Most of the locks here are kind of strange. You can see you kind of have to make woodcutters here early because there's a forest here which is already cut down, and usually we'll make the farms on the bottom here, probably the leather buildings on the right here. The layout of the city will be pretty strange as well. And the forest, the main forest will likely be here, just like Shady is building. It's standard thing, I guess. And it's not comfortable lock because you see the best way to build cities probably is something you can see. Oh, it's gonna be hard to find a lock like this here because all of them have some stuff you have to go far for. For example, okay, let's say this is pretty compact, like maybe a road here is needed, but it's actually not necessary yet, like on farms here, and it's pretty early. Maybe a shortcut here would be more handy right now actually, but nevertheless you can see that he won't have many more buildings here. He's gonna go around the mountain, and the lock will not look too fine in general. Anyway, the left side team, we have King of the Hill here. This is a pretty big lock as well. Might even be bigger than this one. Plenty of space, but the downside is that it's well, maybe the entrances here are quite well, they're not too wide. I mean, but still defending this lock might be quite a pain. You can see it's much harder to attack the two locks on the top right. Of course, Hades location is impossible to attack, basically. But you can attack King of the Hill pretty easily here, even with these small entrances. This seems pretty bad. Like, nothing happens in this base. I think King of the Hill is about to have a really bad game. You can see he lacks a lot of wood. Like, he has quite some buildings he could make, but his zombies are almost not working at all. Only few woodcutters, and it's not gonna get better. I can say that already. You can see he doesn't make any woodcutters. This is a critical mistake, and this base will be very bad. I'm really sad to say that. You can see he only made. I'm pretty sure he only made the woodcutters in places where he had some trees to cut. He might have even destroyed some. This seems like a woodcutter was here. Yeah, there's a lot of stumps here, and yeah, if you make a woodcutter only for cutting down the trees, you need to remember that you need like one mod extra for planting somewhere else. So you can see this is pretty bad. Even if he cuts down those trees here and there, this one woodcutter will be not enough for the city, let alone the weapons later. So this is really concerning, and yeah, it's gonna give a much lower chance to the left side, already being worse on paper. This seems like one of the worst games from King of the Hill. I'm of an opinion he should try not to make too many buildings at the moment. I'd probably stay with 5 farms only and try to make not too many buildings indeed. He still needs quite some coal mines, now smithy, but mainly he needs a lot more woodcutters. He needs to start doing them right away. But he's waiting for something. You will see in a while that this base is gonna be pretty bad. I can just say it only looking at the trees. You could see the serfs and builders standing for a few minutes here already. Hopefully Harry's base will be better. So far it seems like at least wood is better. You know, sometimes it's best to do something a bit slower but make better preparations. You can see that there's a massive forest on the right side with 5 woodcutters planting here. 1 more woodcutter on the left. Maybe he wasted a bit of space, but I don't think this is a big issue. The base looks more or less fine. He should produce some soldiers with this. What's the time? The iron production, it's not too late. It's just fine, I guess. Swine farms right on time. Maybe he lacks a few farm fields here and there, but in general I think this base is gonna be not too bad, quite compact. As compact as you can get on this lock, I guess. Probably a small base rather than a big one. Plans for 6 farms. So probably 3 piggies and stable. Yeah, I'm not too worried. I mean, he's lacking a bit of wood right now, but it's fine, I guess. He has plenty of buildings already, and he can make much more wood in a short while. You can see the woodcutters start cutting here, so it's gonna be pretty fine. What I'd do if I was himself is probably making 1 more sawmill, and seems like he thought of that already, so I don't have any more advices. Keep up the good work, guy. Battle Stotch, 2 sawmills, and that's what I see here. Am I correct? Bad at looking for buildings. Yeah, he has 2 sawmills. The city layout is, I don't know. It's probably fine for this location. It's kinda annoying, but there's not much you can do about it. Actually 6 woodcutters, which isn't that bad. I'm not sure if this one is gonna plant. Only 3 farms so far. Just like I said before, would be nice to have third sawmill already. I think he has enough tree trunks for that. Even if I'm not sure about later, so maybe, I don't know. But he's gonna start cutting here soon, I think. Some of these trees are definitely cuttable. So yeah, maybe third one. It's not that much needed. Well, okay, it could probably help a bit. These two buildings are full, and okay, I'm not really sure. There's one more woodcutter here, by the way. Interesting. Yeah, but this one is cutting here as well, and this one will start cutting pretty soon. Anyway, Weekend, pretty old player. What can I say about this build? Seems like he follows the advice of having 3 sawmills better than some of his teammates. Seems like a random, not too bad base. Can't see many problems right now. Standard iron protection, plenty of coal mines, even if some of them are empty, but that's probably being fixed indeed, yeah. A bit late gold maybe, not sure. Woodcutters, probably fine. There's 2 more here. I kinda like this build. So he's not gonna lack wood either. I think it's just enough. Let's make one more here. You can see he's playing this game since a bit more time than some of his teammates. So for now, I'm quite satisfied with weekend space. Yeah, Butter Stotch should be quite fine as well. Like Harry's base quite a lot. It's hard for me to say how much he will have, but should be fine. I'm a little worried about King of the Hill though. This will likely be a disaster, like I said before. He has to do some damage control. Oh, look at this. Armor smithies are extremely late. This is a disaster, really. There's no saving of this base, really. The only chance of them is making enough towers. I just hope he'll have enough wood for it. And that wasn't even a joke. I'm legitimately worried about it. Because you see that... are you kidding me? Why is he making the third armor smithy? Like someone said before, mistake after mistake. Ah, well. I mean, it's not gonna improve his situation, I think. Yeah, I get what he's trying to do, but... did he fix the wood first? Okay, this is full panic mode. You can see he has 4 wood cutters and he wants to have 4 sawmills for it. You should always have twice as many wood cutters as you have. And with this 4 only, at this point of game, like 23 minutes till peacetime, it's extremely late. He should have made at least 2 or maybe even 4 wood cutters straight away when he realized that he's gonna have massive wood problems. But right now it's just like he has 4 wood cutters, and it's at best it's gonna be enough for making the base, but there's no way in hell he's gonna have enough for weapons. And I'm not even sure about the base part. This could be a good idea indeed. In case he stacked some iron, which was a nice idea, but then you really need to fix your wood somehow. Okay. Think I muted the in-game sounds. Sorry about that. Should be fine now. I'll try a bit louder because I can see my volume is quite loud. Okay, let's see the statistics. I can see 12 players watching right now. And by right now I mean 30 minutes before. So you're probably watching 10th minute of the game right now. I'm a bit curious to see what happens on YouTube as well. So give me a second. I want to check it. Seems like 9 people on YouTube. Anyway, I think it's a good time to take a look at the right side. We looked at the cities briefly at the very start of the game, and I'm pretty sure the situation will be a lot better here. Yeah, Shady has loads of wood in his city. You can see he shouldn't have any problems with it, although he has only 2 sawmills. No, 3. Should be not ideal for such a big city, maybe. But it's fine. Come on. Plenty of fun. Like, I think we can try to see how many farms everyone has. Hardy 6, King of the Field 5, Shady 8, Kill 6, Merce 6, 7 from Baldy, 6 from Weekend, and 5 from Stotch. So a little more on the right side, but pretty similar in general. Some weapons here. I think Shady is aiming for about 25 swordmen / knights, depending on how many horses. Yeah. Anyway, as I said, I'm pretty confident in Shady's base. There's a lot of building already and looks pretty nice in general. Of course, there's no avoiding a mess like this here because of the mounting. Plenty of subs, finishing his barracks, yeah, it should be fine. Kirill already has the barracks, so the pilgrimage to the most important building already started. So it's hard to say how many he has right now, but we can easily say at least 25, but I think 30 will be more precise. Is the estimate for his iron troops. Already producing leather, which is also nice. The base is pretty small and quite compact, I'd say. Is he still adding more farms? Yeah. He's aiming for 8 farms, I think. 7 so far. Pretty standard build with 3 piggies. He's only making stables right now, which means he's not gonna have a lot of horses. Yeah, quite a compact base. I like it. This is a pretty nice lock, by the way. Oh, there's plenty of iron here. Yeah, so I need to fix my estimates. I think he can make 35, which would be a nice nice value indeed. Quite a bit more than Shady at the moment. Is his production fine enough right now? I'm not sure about the... Oh, okay, he has 10 swords. Maybe he will be fine. He's making one more weapon smithy. Okay. Hold on for a second. Anyway, let's take a look at Baldy. Oh, this looks pretty nice. A bit different style than I'd try for. This can work too, though. Might need a bit more serfs here, but should be fine. Yeah, he has 80 serfs right now. You can see he, instead of putting all the stuff in one place, like for example these buildings that need corn somewhere here, and the farms here, and woodcutters here, and most of the city here and there. He did something similar, but not quite. Like the buildings that need corn are a few here. There's a swine farm there as well. Some woodcutters are left on the top, some are on the bottom. Sawmills are here, for example. The workshops are near them. This is not a bad setup. And for this lock it might work pretty well, because this is quite a huge lock and you have to go everywhere, like from here to here. So you just make like 10 more serfs and you can spread your base a bit more. The roadwork is quite good. Needs a few shortcuts of course, but he can deal with that later. You can see though that he's not gonna have as much as Kirill will, regarding iron at least. But I don't know. Kirill's speed seems to be a bit better. I'd make a marketplace and try for some stone trading power himself, to be honest. Might boost the iron production nicely. He made... well, okay, the iron seems to be still working well. It's gonna be a bit slower, I guess. 10 minutes. Yeah, maybe he'll reach the goal. Not too sure right now what to think of it. Looking at Baldy's base again. Okay. Let's take a look at Merce. He needs swords, but he has 2 smithies working, so it should be fine. And 18 already, so yeah, he should have about 30. Like I said, I don't really like playing on this log because of that gold, for example. I like the way he's building here. Kinda makes sense. It's a bit similar to the style of Bolt here. Might need a bit more serfs. He has almost 80, but this base will be spread out no matter how you build it, because location just works like this. Looks quite pleasant to the eye when you look here. Like, it looks very neat, very organized. Not quite sure if the base is gonna work as well as it looks, but so far the weapons are not too bad. Like I said, I have a bit of a concern regarding the swords, but he can catch up with 2. But I think not too many horses in the right side team. How about Baldy? He always has a lot. Merce and Baldy aiming for not more than 10, probably less. I think 5, 7, something like 7 should be realistic. Kirill, 1 horse. Not much more, I guess. About 4, maybe 5. Shady aiming for about 6 to 8, maybe. Roughly estimating. Has pretty nice farms though. At 8, right? Yeah. And they were not too late, so they should work quite well for these buildings. Might think about making maybe a bakery, I don't know, or maybe some vineyards. Checking again, 15 people watching on Twitch. Pretty nice. I think it's a good time to look at the left side. 7 people on YouTube. Didn't expect too many specs, to be honest. It's like best moment to start streams probably 8 p.m. Of Central European time, and it's usually better to say in advance when the stream starts, like a few hours at least, so people have time to prepare. But I only found out about the stream minutes before I advertised it on Facebook, so guess there's not much I can do about it. I'm hoping I'll get the information about next games earlier, so I can arrange the stream for you guys and tell you a bit before, so we all have the time necessary to find out about it, and make sure you have some time to watch it as well. But it's up to the teams playing in the tournament to inform me. Anyway, looking back here, there's 5.5 minutes till peacetime, and we should already start wrapping up the armies we're about to see on the battlefield. Wochenende, also known as weekend, has should have 30. I think he can make 10 more swords. Unless he has only 1 building for it. No, he has 2. So yeah, should be fine in 5 minutes. Someone started lagging, by the way. I'm really hoping it's not me, but seems like that's true. And I don't really know what to do. Let me at least try to fix it fast. By the way, I'm hoping the quality is nice. I think I changed the settings. If there's any problems, please tell me, because even if I won't fix it for this stream, I'll be able to test it a bit more and fix the next one. So if there's anything wrong, like lagging or any issues, just write me in the chat on Twitch or YouTube. Definitely need to follow Centurion's advice and add some chat window on the overlay. I had one before, but I didn't find a nice enough plugin for the YouTube chat, so I decided I will not add only Twitch. I'll try to follow Santi's advice. Anyway, there's 3 minutes, so let's start looking at the armies. Should have almost 30 iron units here a weekend, and he has 30 leather already, so he'll have most likely 35 or 40, maybe even 40. Yeah, 35, let's say. Not too bad, 7 horses. Quite a fine army. Might not be enough for the right side, however. But the Stotch, 25 here, 22 here. 1 horse only. Not that great. but not too bad either. The ladder could be a bit better. Harry's armies, yeah, probably the best on the left side. Pretty similar to Weekend, but about 10 more leather armor, so it's pretty nice. He has weapons for it as well, and the recruits. Let me check the recruits. 38. Weekend, come on. He needs many more recruits. He makes some, but not sure if he has enough time. And let's see the timer, by the way, so I don't get too distracted. And King of the Hill, like I predicted, wasn't too hard to predict really, but this is a disaster. 7 bowmen and 12 swords. No horses. We don't have time for a minute of silence, so I think 5 seconds were enough. That's really bad. I feel sad for him, really. It's not too good to see something like this happen in a tournament game, because it's already pretty sure it will be quite one-sided if the right side attacks right away. And even if they don't, he still needs to fix this base. There's 50 seconds, so I think I need to be a bit fast. Shady, 7 horses, about almost 30 weapons, 36 bows, a lot more leather. He's not gonna use it because of the weapons, but it's similar to just Harry. Maybe a little better, actually pretty similar. Yeah, I think it's almost the same. Kirill, 4 horses, about 32, yeah, okay. Not too bad, a bit worse than these two guys. Baldy, also pretty similar, a bit less here, but 5 pikes more, 7 horses. And finally, Mercenary, they don't go to lobby, I think. The iron could be a bit better. 9 horses is nice. Okay, they go to lobby. So yeah, in general, the right side has pretty good armies. I'd say the right side didn't do anything extraordinary. But they have pretty solid armies. I think especially Shady and Kirill, while Baldy and Mercenary, if we take into account the fact that they had pretty bad locks, like, I don't want to say they're one of the worst locations on the Merchants maps, but I wouldn't be too far from the truth if I said that. So anyway, I think that the right side actually played pretty well, while the left side has 3 players who did their best and 1 player who had really bad luck or just bad form, and it's gonna be pretty hard for the left side to have anything to say in this game. But it's really a shame, because if King of the Hill didn't screw up, the left side, they really don't have a lot less than the right. It could be won. Like, the armies would be pretty similar, and I'm especially happy for the Harry, because I didn't really expect him to do so well. I think he basically has the best army along with Shady. They had pretty similar stuff. So it's a really nice surprise from a team that is theoretically weaker. The armies seem pretty similar for 7 players in this game. In case of Merchant Bolts, we need to remember about the locations, just like I said, so their armies are a bit less. Harry has similar army to Shady. Weekend has pretty nice army as well, not much worse than these two guys. But Stotch is a bit worse, but it's, it wouldn't be a problem. It's somewhere near what Mertz and Bolt have. I don't have opinion on his location, but I think might be quite not a good one as well. But I'd have to take a look again, because I don't remember the layout of it right now without looking at it. Just like I said though, I'm really worried about King of the Hill. I'm hoping his teammates will not be too hard on him. Checking out the statistics of the stream, 15 people watching on Twitch. There's not many on YouTube, only 9, not too bad. I think the video should look pretty nice. Anyway, we're after peacetime, so let's go. Okay, so let's see the left side's perspective from now. Oh, this is terrible. He doesn't even have towers. This is really bad. Like, if you have a city like this, you're supposed to drop everything 15 minutes before peacetime and build a shitloads of towers, really. And that's only one of his mistakes. Another one is most likely trying to defend this front. Well, okay, he doesn't have any other choice right now, but they're gonna scout it soon. He might try to block this. Well, doesn't look too good to me. Now, I'm pretty sure he's gonna scout somewhere there at one point. Well, he has one tower here, but it's not too much. Okay, how much does Shady see? A lot depends on the scouting right now. It's basically the only chance on the left side is to not make them see what King of the Hill has. If they see it, it's GG. But yeah, there's Shady for some reason doesn't want to go here. Probably scared by these towers, and he doesn't want to lose his precious horses either. But Baldi will do this, which is probably a good idea to scout a bit more. Maybe Harry can catch him actually. Yeah, he'll be able to catch him with assault? Really? Baldi, come on. Don't do this to me. Yeah, but this gives them a chance, I guess. We don't see a lot here. Now imagine if this game wasn't delayed, because there's a delay of 30 minutes, so what I'm talking about right now, you will see in 30 minutes. But as you can see, if the right side found out about this, so yeah, if the right side found out about what I was talking about on the stream and what was happening in King of the Hill's base, the game will be already over, because it's a no-brainer to attack right now. Okay, what's happening here? Okay, it's like he doesn't have enough soldiers, so he wants to lose them all. Just standing here. And now he's attacking. What the hell is happening? Okay, this is... Well, this might work if he's trying to scare him away, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna catch. No, 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 this is terrible. This is like the worst thing he can do. The worst. This game is about to be not longer than 5 minutes from now on. Really? Come on, man. Okay, just Harry has to join in, which might not be that bad if he attacks Kirill right away. But he seems to be doing nothing right now. And the moment has passed. I think it was a good moment to attack him here. Now just Harry will have a similar problem as well. Yeah, you can see that King of the Hill made a really bad decision here. Now they're gonna attack Merce and Baldi with horses here. This is really bad for them. I'm really hoping that the left side's bottom is doing anything, but they don't seem to be doing anything. Seems like They don't really understand how this map works, really. Yeah, this is pretty bad. But then I'm pretty sure that the bottom didn't anticipate that King of the Hill will do something like this. It's a terrible mistake. Like I failed to see even one thing he did right today. It's incredibly sad. I can feel how he's feeling right now. He screwed it up for his team completely. So as you can see, Mercenary and Bolt are helping with horses. Pretty good team play, even if it's not exactly needed in this case, because they're already in King of the Hills base, and both his and just Harry's troops are destroyed. Butter, Stotch and Weekend, they should have tried to go here for Baldy's base, for example. This might have saved the day somehow, but there's a little chance, really little chance. I won't even lie that this was a good game. Yeah, I'm at loss of words, really. Yeah, let's see the stats. Oh well. From the stats it doesn't seem that terrible, but just look at this. Oh well. 5 minute gaming. Well, I guess we can't do much about it. There will be games like this in the tournament for sure. Okay, so pretty nice performance from Just Harry. This was a highlight of the game for me. To be honest, I didn't see him playing too many times, and I didn't really know what to expect. I'll be brutally honest with you, guys. I was considering him to be a complete random guy, and I'm pretty astounded by the fact that he had the best army in the team and actually in both teams. Because he had similar thing to what Shady has. A bit easier lock though. Well, okay, maybe not exactly, not exactly. Yeah, I think Harry's and Shady's locks were pretty similar, to be honest. I'd probably prefer Harry's, but Shady's lock was not that much more difficult. Harry's lock is pretty annoying as well. But yeah, trying to focus on the positive things here. Harry and Shady, really nice games. Pretty good games from... Well, okay, I should also include Kirill and Wochenende here. Pretty nice games too. Mercenary and Dr. Bolt maybe didn't look like they had nice games, but these locations are pretty terrible, and I think these 6 players played on a similar level, really. So yeah, pretty nice bases, and right side had pretty good teamwork, even if there was only 5 minutes to notice that. I noticed. So yeah, you could see they had a plan. They sent the hosts to the top, even if these horses were completely useless because of King of Hill's mistakes. Yeah, so Butter Stotch, not much worse base from the others. His lock wasn't too great either. So yeah, we had like 7 players on a similar level, and it could go all the way. Like it could be won by R.A3. I could totally see that happen, but like you guys saw, it King of the Hill made a pretty bad base. 7 bowmen and 12 swordmen on peacetime. No horses, no towers, and on top of that, he made a really bad catch. I don't know what he was trying to do against Shady. I think he was trying to act bigger than he was. Try to go out with his troops, you know, and kind of fend away, kind of make Shady go away, push him away with his swords, but it's probably the worst thing he could do. And well, okay, he can try to do this, but not like this. Like, it was a terrible risk for no gain. if you're doing this, then you should really pay attention to how your troops are going, because it's incredibly easy to get caught like this. Especially when Shady had some horses nearby. I'm not sure if he had actually right now. Okay, so I think I'm gonna end this now. It's nice to stream for you guys. Even if the game wasn't too good, we still saw some pretty nice bases. You can see most of the players here were prepared pretty well for the tournament. I'm only hoping I will be prepared as well as they were, because you know, there's a pretty big chance someone else will be streaming my game and I will do some nice mistakes as well. So yeah, I really feel sad, so sad for King of the Hill. This game could be much better, and their team really had a chance. If he didn't screw up his base, it would probably, it could go in a different way, really. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching this, and before I finish, let me remind about a few things. First of all, this is not the last stream, I can promise you that, from this tournament. And I'll do my best to tell you as early as possible about the next ones. Ideally, I would like to tell you about a stream like 3 or 4 hours before it happens. I'm really hoping the people that will play the tournament games will tell me in advance. I'd also like to say something again about the KaM League, which is happening on the Knights Merchants forums. It's a 1 vs 1 league played with LO system. You might know that one from chess, for example. So it works in a way that makes you get more points if you win against someone who is at top of the list. So it's pretty fair way of seeing who's the best 1v1 player currently. And many of the best players are on the list already. I think the first guy on the list right now is R.A1. I'm not too sure about it. I could check that, I guess. Yeah, R.A1 and Bullet are at the same place with same amount of points. Bullet has one more game played though. So I guess that's why R.A1 is first. Yeah, Boulder's also here as well on the third place. There's 21 players on the list, and the list keeps growing with every day. So you can find it on knightsandmerchants.net forums. You can join there and play some 1v1 games. Maybe you can get to the top of the list and become the best 1v1 player in Knights and Merchants. Yeah, and I guess that's it. So thanks guys for watching it with me. I still had fun, even if it wasn't the best game. It was very short. But it was nice to stream for you guys, and I'm promising you again that